Hey guys, what's happening? Todd Kline here. First time out here, Lake Cumberland. We're here for the Toyota Series Championship. I qualified through the Western region and was here last year, but I didn't come out for the championship. So this is my first time here to Cumberland, 2,200 miles from home, and beautiful lake. We actually saw about 25 turkey today. We've seen a ton of deer, and well, the fish have been a little elusive. We've caught some nice smallmouth, but definitely it's been challenging so far. From what I've understood is that it's been real stable around 60-degree water, and I hear the magical number is 55. So we've got a big storm coming through. It looks like we're actually going to get some snow and possibly some ice. So it's going to get interesting over the next couple days, and if it gets cold enough, we might hit that 55-degree mark back in some of the waters, and hopefully that'll turn the lights on for these guys. Otherwise, I think it's going to be pretty challenging for most. There was a local tournament here yesterday, and I think it was just about 17 pounds for a team tournament. So my guesstimate is probably 15 pounds a day. Could win it for you. And we got 2 more days. This is our second day of practice. Yesterday we found a few fish. Today we found a few fish, and just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Yeah, there is a ton on the line here for this event. This is the biggest event by far that I've ever competed in. If you look at the names that qualified for this one, it's arguably, this championship's harder than the one that was just here for the tour. There's more guys, tons of top sticks on, from the Major League Fishing level, and then all the way down, through the top 20 that qualified to get here, or whatever the number was. But the biggest thing, when I look at it and all the smoke settles, is 200 grand on the line for first place, which is, that's like the Forest Wood Cup. That's like, the creme de la creme. That's the biggest that I've ever been a part of, and arguably for most, that's the biggest. So a lot on the line here. And as I look at the event, what's so far, been taking place here in practice and in the research that I did leading up to it, a couple baits I'm looking to catch fish on is, I love throwing the little underspins out here. This is the cool baits, little 2.8, because you see shad in a lot of these pockets, and especially on your meters, you see it. So, staying with that swim bait, this is a heavier version. It's a Bastrix, and this one I fish a little, it's got a wobble, so I fish a little faster on a heavier head. And then, up in the shallows, around a lot of the sticks, the old trusty spinner bait. And then, a lot of times you'll be going down the bank and you'll meter them. So drop that robo on their head and hope they eat it. So, I'm gonna keep plugging away. There's, we've been bit on a few of those, but I think there's more to be uncovered, and 200 grand on the line. I'm gonna give it hell.
What's going on, guys? Jacob Bigelow here. Fishing my first ever Toyota Series Championship. We're fishing for $200,000 this week. It's crazy to think that I made it here, and it was such a good field of guys. I fished the Northern Toyota Series, and great division, awesome lakes, and it's just crazy to think that, through this whole COVID pandemic thing, that FLW and Major League Fishing was able to put this on. So it's a huge shout out to them, and yeah. So I'm 18 years old, and so this is huge for me. For $200,000 would be, a blessing, is to say the least. So, this tournament is absolutely huge. This field is absolutely stacked. Jacob Wheeler's been running around, so he's fishing it and stuff. So, for me, this is absolutely huge. The lake, it's fishing tough. Looking at tournaments, tournament history in the past, couple weeks, it's been pretty tough. The weights are low. But someone's going to catch them, especially out of this group of guys. So my guess for weight-wise, you're talking to win, you're talking, I could see a guy, catching a big bag of largemouth the first day, and then possibly backing it up with, a couple of solid smallmouth days, or just go all largemouth. I've been focusing on smallmouth this week, and spotted bass, because I feel like that's more your quality, or not quality, but quantity. So I feel like if I can get, 5 fish, 5 decent fish a day, I'll have a shot at least to get in that, top 10, so I can get to the final day, because you can't win it unless you're on the final day. So my plan is to get to the final day, and then, shoot for big, shoot for largemouth, and see what happens. So I'm thinking, maybe it'll take, right around that, 30-pound range to get to the final day, I'm guessing, or at least to, solidify yourself into the final day. So I'm shooting for 30.
Hey guys, it's Jim Neece. We're here practicing for the Toyota Series Championship on Lake Cumberland, and it is super tough. It's going to be super cold. Hopefully the fish will bite. They're not biting too good for me right now, but we'll see what happens with this cold front coming in. Hopefully we can figure out how to catch some fish. Like I said, it's tough. We got some major cold weather coming in, so we'll see what happens. I would say that it'll probably take, I'd say 15 pounds a day is going to be golden. I'd say 10 pounds a day is going to probably get you paid, and we'll go from there. But right now, it's super tough.